Chosen one, stop for a moment. Don't scroll. Don't skip this. Because what you're feeling lately isn't random. And it isn't something you imagined. It's a shift, a quiet one, but powerful enough to change the direction of your entire life. Take a breath, because this message found you. At the exact moment you needed clarity. You've been feeling different recently, haven't you? Not better than others, not disconnected from reality, just different in a way you couldn't explain. You started noticing things people around you ignore, feeling energy in conversations that words don't reveal, sensing tension behind fake smiles. At first, you questioned yourself. You thought maybe you were overthinking, maybe becoming too sensitive. But deep down, you knew something inside you was waking up. Chosen one. Awareness always begins quietly. It doesn't arrive loudly. It arrives through discomfort. You began outgrowing conversations that once entertained you, outgrowing environments that once felt normal, outgrowing habits that once felt harmless. And suddenly, everything that used to fit started feeling tight, like you were expanding internally, inside spaces that could no longer hold you. This is the first phase of elevation. Not excitement, not clarity, but misalignment. You feel disconnected before you feel redirected, and that disconnection can feel lonely, because when your awareness rises, your compatibility shifts. You start needing depth. Where others offer surface, you start seeking meaning. Where others chase distraction, you start valuing peace over approval, and people notice the change before you explain it. Some pull closer, some drift away, some misunderstand you completely. Chosen one, this isn't loss. This is filtration, because elevation requires separation, not to isolate you, but to align you. You cannot step into expanded purpose while carrying environments that shrink your spirit. So life begins adjusting around you. Plans delay, doors close, opportunities stall. Not because you're blocked, but because you're being repositioned, and repositioning rarely feels comfortable. It feels like confusion at first, like pressure, like standing still while everything else moves forward. But what you don't see is the precision behind the pause. Timing is being recalibrated around you, because where you're being led requires alignment, not speed. You've been trained through experiences you didn't understand at the time. The betrayals taught discernment. The delays built patience. The disappointments strengthened emotional endurance. The loneliness deepened self-connection. Nothing you endured was accidental. You thought you were surviving random seasons, but you were being prepared for conscious movement, because purpose cannot be handed to an unprepared identity. It must be grown into, and growth always feels like pressure before it feels like power. Chosen one. Something else has been happening too. Your intuition has been getting louder. You sense things. Before proof appears, you feel warnings without visible reason. You feel drawn towards certain paths and repelled from others. This is inner guidance activating, and once it activates, ignoring it becomes exhausting, because awareness cannot be turned off. Once it's turned on, you begin protecting your energy differently, speaking less, observing more, detaching faster from what drains you, not out of coldness, but out of consciousness. You are entering energetic maturity, where peace becomes more valuable than validation, where alignment becomes more important than belonging, where purpose becomes more urgent than comfort. And with this shift, Acceleration begins. Life starts moving faster. Realizations arrive suddenly. Connections appear unexpectedly. Endings happen without warning. At first, it feels chaotic, but beneath the surface, orchestration is happening. You are being repositioned rapidly. Because readiness has arrived. Training season is ending. Activation season is beginning. And this is where courage is required. Because movement demands trust in instincts. You can't logically explain. Trust in direction. You can't fully see yet, but hear this clearly, chosen one. You are not moving blindly, you are moving intuitively. And intuition is intelligence beyond logic. You may not see the full staircase yet, but you only need the next step illuminated, because clarity does not come before movement, it comes through it. So if everything recently felt like it was falling apart, understand this truth. It was falling into order. You were not delayed, you were developed. You were not rejected, you were redirected. You were not isolated, you were positioned. And now you are stepping into the life your awareness has been preparing you for all along.